Good Monday morning. It is Monday, April the 21st, or Marathon Day in Boston. To all my friends in Boston, hope that you have a phenomenal day. I don't think anybody watching this is running, but you might be out there cheering people on or going to the Red Sox game at 11. So, to all my friends in Boston, have a great day today. I know it's a big day in the calendar. Everybody else, welcome to my Power Play of the Week live. It's all about the mindset, routines, tools that you need to create consistent, exceptional results with the action steps that you can immediately apply. This is not a sit and watch and multitask thing. All in less than 10 minutes, I'm going to give you some context, the story, and then how you can actually immediately apply the lessons to your life. It's not about theory. I work with people that have a bias for action and want to execute at the highest level every single day, focusing on the right things at the right time. All right, as always, if you are here live or watching the recording, drop your name in the chat and actually put your name in the chat and where you were viewing from. It's always nice to know that there are people here watching it live, or to my friends in Australia that watch the recording because it's past your bedtime right now. Friends in Australia are already in the future. All right, so if it's your first time here, who is Sean Shepard and what does he do? I work with family-owned business owners and their leadership teams, companies that have had a tremendous amount of success long before meeting me and want to get to the next level without working 24/7. It's actually a process of doing less and not more. No, I don't work with startups generally, and no, I don't usually work with companies that are over $50 million. Second thing, you want to make your leadership meetings this week and next week and every week way better than they are. Maybe they're a little bit stale. Sign up at SeanShepard.com for my Power Play of the Week. And every single Tuesday morning, you'll get my best exercises and questions and activities from the last 27 years, emailed free to your email. All right. And then third thing, podcast, Stop Stepping in Stupid, exclusively on Spotify. It's for family-owned, exclusively for family-owned businesses. And it's that moment that we all stepped in stupid. We all have. And then what we did to course correct after. We didn't need another podcast and all the great things and how great we are. And that's Sean. Hey, Camille, thanks for being here. Okay, so today's theme, I learned from my coach, Todd Herman, who's also the author of The Alter Ego, is earned versus learned. You've either earned it or you've learned it. So there were a time and that I read a ton of books. I still read a lot of books, but there was a time that I probably read 5 or 6 business books a month. So I sounded really smart in conversation, but I didn't really execute. I think I was a bit of a poser. So I could be smart and broke, or I can actually start to apply them. So now I actually read a lot fewer books. I'm rereading books for the second, third, fourth time, but I'm really focused on execution. So at one point I was learned, but I didn't really earn it, right, by taking action. A number of years ago, it was about 12 years ago, I got a contract to do 8 of the same keynote called 4 Steps to Success. So 8 different locations, my own little mini tour. I got a contract to do these keynotes. And I cleverly called it 4 Steps to Success. Don't ask me what the 4 steps are because I don't remember. One of them was you need to know where you're going, and one of them is taking action. And I did it at 8 different locations. And things were going pretty good. The audiences really liked it. After the first couple, the crowds got a little bit bigger. And then one of my mentors saw the one, number 7. And after the session, I'm feeling pretty good. He got the good applause. And I asked him, so what'd you think? And he looked at me and said, it was okay. And I was like, what do you mean it was just okay? Like, I want more than that. And he said, no, it was okay. You could do a lot better than that. And it really kind of hit me at home. And I was like, well, tell me more. Like, what do you mean? And he said, all of the stories that you talked about were from other people's lives. All of the quotes were from other people's lives. Anybody could have done that presentation. Now, you did it really well, but anybody could have done that presentation. So tell your own story, live your own life, learn your own, like you've got to earn the lessons. You can't, anybody can do that. And I see that a lot now on LinkedIn, that there's people that are putting these fancy graphics up that anybody could have wrote. And actually they share them and keep sharing them. Tell your own story. Earn the right to tell those stories. The lessons are in the doing. It's like the man in the arena quote. It's the person that's actually in the arena on the field of play, taking those hits, that has the right to tell those stories. That's the difference between being earned and learned. Anybody can quote from a book. Tell your own stories. All right. So with that, I want you to take out pen and paper. If you have these index cards, these are the big ones I like. Anybody who knows me knows that I love index cards. If you ever go to a dollar store after me, they're probably all gone because I bought them all. So if you have index cards, take them out and please watch the replay because you'll need to invest more than the next 3.5 minutes on this. Take out a piece of paper and cut it into 4. Okay. First thing. For every decade, you can go as far back as you want to your childhood if you like. 1 card per decade. Write down 2 stories that had an impact on you from that decade. For example, from 20 to 30, what are 2 stories? Maybe you started your business. Maybe you were scared. Maybe you almost went bankrupt. Maybe you went bankrupt. Per decade, so depending how old you are, you might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. I don't know, maybe 8. Each card, 1 decade, write down 1 or 2 stories that had an impact on you. Step 2, throw them on the floor. Put them on the floor or desk and look at them. Just really look at them. Start to relive some of those memories and what you've learned from those stories. Okay, number 3. If you were going to tell your life story in 5 stories, which 5 stories from the cards on the desk would you pick? If you were going to tell your life story in 5 stories, which would you choose? And number 4, what is the 1 lesson from each story? So if I had 2 stories, what are the lessons from each? If you do that, if you invest the time in this simple exercise, I know most people won't. They will continue scrolling, but not the people that watch the Power Play Live, right? If you do this simple exercise, you will gain a lot of insight on yourself. You'll probably be really proud of your accomplishments. And if you want to turn that into a blog post, a video, or a keynote, you can do that. As always, I'd love for you to hear your 1 insight and 1 action step and put that in the chat. And let me just go through it one more time because I went through it pretty quick. So today is all about earned versus learned. Earned versus learned, which I've learned from my coach, Todd Herman. What I want you to do is take out a piece of paper or index card, and there's 4 steps. Number 1, per decade, briefly write down 1 or 2 stories that had an impact on you from that decade. Number 2, put those cards now on the floor, on your desk, and look at them and really experience those stories. Number 3, if you were going to tell your life story in 5 stories, which 5 would you choose? And number 4, what was the 1 lesson from each of those stories? I think if you do this exercise, you'll learn a lot about your own experience. And again, it's about your experience that you have earned the right to talk about and not just simply read it in a book. Sean Shepard, thank you again for starting your week with me. Let's do it again. Same time, same place next week. Have a great week. Bye for now.